Hello everyone. Today we will take a look at web app scanning, a new component of F5's distributed cloud. We will go over its main features and watch a short demo. The two main challenges web app scanning helps solve are the difficulty of establishing an inventory of exposed assets and the logistic burden of securing large-scale application portfolios. Web app scanning does this by enabling users to easily discover critical information like which is the scope of our application portfolio, which APIs are exposed publicly, and what are the vulnerabilities we need to fix. Inventory discovery is the first step in securing your application portfolio, as you can only secure what you know. Web app scanning creates accurate and complete application and API inventories in a highly automated fashion with its Recon module. It only needs a domain name to start building your application and API inventory. The second challenge in securing your applications is finding the vulnerabilities your applications might have, and this is a very resource-intensive process, unfeasible for large portfolios, especially when authentication is required. The web app scanning module, responsible for discovering your application and API vulnerabilities, is Scan, a highly automated process that makes it feasible to test large-scale portfolios, especially in a recurrent, scheduled mode. Let's have a look at the interface. You can see here the Recon module, its dashboard displaying a list of domains and a list of discovered assets, such as network address blocks, servers, and services. We will start our inventory discovery by adding the domain and specify automatic domain discovery, but we will keep automated service scanning turned off as we will manually select the service to scan. Once the scan is finished, you can see the discovered inventory grouped by network address block, by server software, and by service. We can choose to export our inventory at this point. The Recon module already detected some possible issues, such as dangling CNAME records. We can export these issues for further analysis, but we can also initiate a deeper vulnerability scan for a number of select services. We will go back to the services view of the inventory, select one of the services, and create a new scan. This will prompt the scan module to look for service-specific vulnerabilities and also perform API discovery. We can check the status of this scan by going to the scan module and click on the application that was automatically created. Once the scan is finished, you will notice the dashboard displays an overall security score as well as found issues grouped by severity in tabular and graphical format. We also have a test report that pulls together all the information collected. But before we go there, let's take a look at the issues found. You can see the details sections giving extra information on mapping each issue, its status, and a more detailed description. You also can check the detailed explanation provided by a generative AI assistant, which gives more context around this issue, along with the recommended mitigation. The scan module also discovered the API endpoints used by your application, and these are shown along with other details such as the request-response pair and number of occurrences. Going back to the scan report, you can see the OWASP Top 10 vulnerabilities mapping, along with the same list of issues we've seen before. But what should be highlighted here is the video recording of the actions taken by the scan module, a very useful feature for audit purposes. You can also generate a full report in a customizable PDF format, allowing you to easily present the test results, depending on the audience. Web app scanning offers a flexible deployment model. In addition to the SaaS-based model, it can also be installed on premises if there are security or regulatory constraints. We've now reached the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.